Buenos dias, clase. Today we're talking about time again. We're now moving on to the minute, but before we can talk about the minute in Spanish, we have to understand that there's two types of times because there are two types of clocks. We have what we call digital, which is the one that shows you the numbers, like this watch and this clock right here. And then we have one that is called analog, which is the clock, which are the clocks with the hands on them. Okay. Digital time is really simple. First you tell the hour, then you add this letter, which we pronounce E because in Spanish it means and then we add the minute. So you just tell what you see. So for example, if it was 3:26, we would say son las 3:26. If it was 7:48, you would say son las 7:48. If it was 1:14, you would say es la 1:14. Right now it's 10:04, so I would say son las 10:04. It's almost son las 10:05. Alright. There are three for you to practice down at the bottom. Make sure that you are adding these onto your notes. I'm sure you're taking notes right now as you're supposed to be so that I can check them. Alright, so you're going to try these three: 8:29, 4:52, and 12:13. Analog time. Analog time is a little different, so we're going to break it into parts so that you can understand it a lot easier. For the first 29 minutes, so from when the minute hand is right here after the 12 all the way to right before the 6, we tell time the exact same way that we did with digital. We would say the hour and the minute. So for example, on this clock it looks as if it's 10:05, so we would say son las 10:05. You already know that at the half hour we say y media. So for analog time, we're going to look at the next portion. So you're going to go from minute 31 right here after the 6 all the way around to minute 59 right here before the 12. And in order to tell those minutes using analog time, you tell how many minutes it is until the next hour. So it's almost like saying if it's 4:50 right here in this example, you would say it's 10 minutes until 5. Or if it's 9:35, you would say it's 25 minutes until 10. So the first thing that we have to do when telling time in analog time, if it's after the 30, then you have to move the hour up by 1. So you would say like son las 10. Then you use menos in place of the E to tell how many minutes it is until that hour. So for example, if it's 4:50, you basically want to say it's 10 minutes until 5. So we would say son las 5 menos 10, because it's not 5 o'clock yet. It's 10 minutes until 5. So 5 menos 10 is almost like 5 o'clock minus 10 minutes. Because menos is kind of like minus. Then, oh my goodness, get out of here. Alright, then for 9:35, we want to say it's 25 minutes until 10. So we're going to say son las 10 menos 25. That means that it's 25 minutes until 10. It's almost like you look at this backwards when you're saying it. It kind of helps. So try these out. 6:55, 12:40, and 7:47. Okay. There is vocabulary that you need to know for this section. I need to add a word on here. Oops. You should be able to find these in your textbook on page 22. The first one, ¿qué hora es? Remember with questions in Spanish that there's an upside down question mark here, and there's an accent mark over the E. I couldn't do it on this program, but those are there. So, ¿qué hora es? Means, what time is it? La hora means the time. Es la una means it's 1 o'clock. Son las means it's blank o'clock, because this is the one we use for hours 2 through 12. Mediodía means it's midday or noon. Medianoche means it's midnight. De la mañana means in the morning. De la tarde means in the afternoon. De la noche means in the evening. Y means and. Y media means like half hour. So like and 30 or 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Menos means minus. The last one I'm adding on here, cuarto. It kind of looks like the number 4, cuatro. And cuarto means a quarter, so it's a quarter of an hour. You can use this with anything. So a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. So you could say es la una y cuarto, and that would mean it's 1:15. Or if you said son las 10 menos cuarto, that would mean that it's 9:45, because it would be like a quarter till 10. Right? You do need to have this vocab on either note cards or a foldable, and you need to know it. Buena suerte, estudiantes.